Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. See some heads shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as an FC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Roma Dunze.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
An extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. Ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at the 40.
Head off to Gibbs, headed right here.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Gibbs on the toss left.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's
hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Alec Pierce.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy.
He'll buy some time right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But the Vikings at 11-2 now. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's McCarthy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
On play action, now McCarthy.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Roma Dunze.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Goff.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On play action, McCarthy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Goff now to throw.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Second and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. that wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Alec Pierce.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
A solid stiff arm.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. To the left side into the hands of Madunze.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the 1st down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Minnesota 1st down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Now McCarthy. Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Here's Goff.
That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a 23-point deficit. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Across midfield.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air with McCarthy. Again, it's Johnson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Vikings are pouring it on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
It got his man complete. A big connection on that one. 48 yards. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The Lions on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now gone. And my goodness, another interception. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
McCarthy off the play fake.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Gibbs on the toss left.
And he's got room.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 103 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Goff. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete through the middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And that final kickoff concludes